Hello, good morning, universe. Welcome back with me, Crystal Z, or you may call me just Z. And hello, and I'm happy that I'm glad to say that I'm back. It's been such a long time since my last podcast, my blog, and my um, upload to my YouTube channel. So hopefully you don't mind. And of course, I would try to update the video as much as possible. Of course, if I have the availability to post the video, of course I will. However, today I would like to I would like to share one of the movie that I just watched. So it's a Lunar Year. I would like to say first of all, mentions happy New Year's, a Chinese New Year to every one of you if you are celebrating 新年快乐 and Gong Si Fa Choi, so you probably I would say that. And yeah, happy Chinese New Year everyone. And of course today we have holiday, right? No matter where you are, we have a holiday today. And I decided because one of the pressures, not pressure, but one of the things that my family used to have, because sometimes I have a meetings outside of my work on my so I'm pretty much tight schedule on my weekend and also my weekdays. So sometimes one of my siblings required me, sister, we need to have a quality time by watching a Netflix movie. Could you imagine that? Although sometimes in the middle of the movie, one of your siblings just suddenly sleeping and you are the only one who end up watching the movie alone. And that is exactly what happens to me. So I decided to watch this movie. And this movie is one of the Netflix movie. And the title of the movie is called Tall Girl. So in that movie, it mentions or it told us a story about the journey of one of a persons, one of a girl who have extremely unfamiliar things that a girl could have higher or taller than the ordinary girl would have. And she's really tall. Her tall was in that movie is 6.5, 1.5 inch, feet. I'm sorry. So the story told us about her school, her study, and also about her relationship. And there's a student exchange of which also asked the same tall as her, and she was so much bigger that the persons of the student exchange would probably has the same as hers because she's really tall and he was really tall, same as her, and he is from Sweden, of which one of the persons that movie mentioning that everyone in Sweden was a giant, and it's not a big deal if you as that tall as it is. So this little girl, I'm not saying a little, but she's really tall, and this girl, he's been bullied all the time, and most of her friends said, how was the weather up there? Because she was so tall, and it seems that everyone really have fun with make fun with her statement or with her conditions. And that's probably what exactly happens in this real world, right? So sometimes you got bullied, and it seems that everyone were not thinking about our own feelings, and that is exactly what's the real fact. And it probably happens to any one of us, including me. And although that I'm not tall, but I'm the opposite of a tall, and I'm really short, as not too many girl really wants to hang out with me because of that. I don't think mind, because we need to carefully, wisely choose our own friend, right? And I really don't mind it. So in that movie, the girl was so much, not saying that she has, she hated her life, but in that movie mentioning she was struggle, and she was really wants to change the situations. And of course, her parents also struggled because they want to give the best for her daughters. Therefore, they visit the doctors, and yeah, there's a possibility to do the surgery or pills or the drugs. And however, they already trying it since she was a childhood. And now she's in a college, and one of a person who's shorter than her, I'm not saying fall in love, but it seems that this person's really liked her so much. And yeah, so he's looking for the opportunity to, if they could end up together. However, there's a gap between them, because the girl the girl wants it. The man is much as tall as her, not the shoulders. So they talk about the boyfriend checklist things, and yeah, and that boy is still keep on trying. So there's possibility and opportunity for him, right? That it was so in that movie. And it turns out in Sweden that this exchange student named Sig, and the girl's name's Jody. And yeah, he mentions that in his country, in Sweden, he was the ugliest of the worst than the others. So his roommate mentions, okay, so you are the most interesting, unique, and also the iconic things since the last time you've entered the school. However, the other friend mentioned that it's the opposite here, because in Sweden probably there are a lot of tall boys, and they keep have their own, while in America you are the most popular at school, because after 1 week everybody wants to go out with you and wants to make friends with you. And that is exactly what happened, right? And long to short, that the exchange student like this person, they even kiss together. However, the girl tend to understand that the exchange student already has a girlfriend, of which the one that they like to bully her all the time. And then there's ups and down things that happens in life. It's pretty much the same in our reality, right? We are so much focused with a new icon or a new item or a new friend coming out of nowhere, of which he was so fabulous, amazing. And we tend to forget about our true friend, and about probably it could be our best friend, right? Because it's not the way it works. Sometimes you just forgot of your best friend, and you went out, just would like to enjoy the new atmosphere. What is it like to hang out, right? And that is actually that appeared in that story, and it was great things, because it also happens in real life. And I really like the way how the characters explain the situations of how she struggles so far about her condition. And at the end of the movie, the girl, or Jodie, she tend to realize that the best persons or the best friend or the probably the one that she made that a boyfriend checklist, it seems that he was the one who always there for her, who always give her support, and who always fight for her. And she just realized it. And then they make up and be. Oh, I think it probably become a lover because at the end of the movie, I think you should watch the movie. I don't want to be a spoiler, so I just hope that you watch the movie and you can react at the end of the movie. And it was such a interesting movie in my opinion. So why I share about this movie? At first, this movie is so much related with our real life, the situations. It could be in our school, it could be in our college, it could be in work and bully or everywhere. And sometimes we don't too much understand or put other people in our shoes and to know how do they feel after they listen to someone that talk about things. And of course you also we need to tend to feel that way either, to understand other people, of course. And the other message from this movie, and I also tend to realize, is sometimes we cannot change. When we're probably too much focused on something that we cannot change, how about if we were focusing on something that we can change? We cannot change that I'm short and I cannot change that, but I still can survive with this height. It's really nice. It means I need just to wear high heels, although that I'm not quite that good at it, but we need to learn, right? Learn new things. That is exactly so. We probably need to learn a lot of things. And if you thought and you will realize that could be the right thing for you. And okay, so what was it? So the first one is, of course, that this movie is so much related with our real life, and the second one is we need to realize, we need to understand other people's shoes, and we need to understand ourselves either. Focusing on what things that we can change, not on the contrary. And the last, and of course, the third things that we can learn from this movie is sometimes we don't realize until what we've got is gone or disappeared. Best friend, that is a best friend. And of course, there are a lot of possibility out there, but if you stick with your friend, your best friend, the one that already tend to know who you really are, you will feel so much blessed that you have them. So my dear ladies and gentlemen, and to all of the Crystal Z or Z fans out there, if you're listening to this video, remember do not just focus on something that we cannot change, but focus on something that we can change, especially if it's related with your future. And always feeling blessed and grateful for everything that you have now. So hopefully this video will help you out to spread more positivity, especially in our life. And of course, share is beautiful, and we'll see you again next time. If I have a chance, of course, to post another podcast and another video as well. Thank you so much. We'll see you each other back again. It's up for me. I'm Crystal Z, so take care everyone. Stay safe.